Hey everyone, it's Fatty, and I am back with another Phantom setup video guide for the adidas Yeezy 700 V3 Arzareth. So, as you guys probably know, this was originally supposed to come out last Saturday, but it got pushed back to tomorrow, September 1st. It's being released on YeezySupply at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. It's going to come out in men's size, kid size, and infant size. All right. In terms of, and you know what, I'm just going to go through the basic information first just because it's always simple. Again, if you guys have seen my videos, this might be very similar to what we've seen. And I'm not trying to do anything crazy or anything special here. It's really just to kind of, help you guys understand what you gotta do, the layers of the bot in terms of what's gonna work with the release. And also just again, basic setup, especially for some of you guys who are newer and really need to, know what you gotta do. All right. So in terms of cookies, as you guys probably know, you don't need cookies for YeezySupply. We are providing all that on the back end. So again, all you need to do is create your task, start your task, and then on the back end, we will fetch those cookies for you. We are actually going to create those cookies for you on the back end and then get them to you. So don't worry about that. You could generate some cookies as a backup if you want to, but you need to already have the Ghost cookie extension from Google, right? You need to have that ready. It's been taken down from the Google extension store. So I had to think about that for a second. It's been taken down already, so if you don't have it, you can't get it. If you do have it, you can probably generate some on the back end as a backup. But again, the Phantom's gonna use those cookies first before you use the one created for you. So you can always, kind of generate them, export them so that you're using the ones we provide first. And God forbid, or knock on wood, if something happens where it's not working, then go ahead, input your cookies so you have that as a backup. All right. In terms of delay, what you want to do is you want to go at least 5,000 ms. So to set your delays, it's going to be right here. If you see my cursor, it's the upper right hand corner, that gear button that goes into settings, and then you should see delay. You can set that as at least 5,000. In terms of when to start, guys, you guys kill me every single time in general chat, but we will tell you when to start your task. I mean, if you want to, you could wait for when the waiting room opens or when the sale starts, right? But honestly, if you really just want to be safe or just want to know when to run, we would typically tell you in the announcement tab when to start your task, or you can check out in general chat. But knowing you guys, I know you guys are gonna ask anyways, just for kicks. But yeah, we will tell you when to start. Proxies, both Datacenter and Residential proxy work. All right, so you have both options. And honestly, my rule of thumb is don't put all your eggs on one basket. If you could, and you have a couple different reliable proxy providers, that will say, go ahead and, use those couple. You don't want to rely on one because sometimes one of them could just not work. Like their subnet of, IP addresses and proxies just might not work. So you want to have a couple different options, as backups. That's just my suggestions. If you only have one provider, that's totally fine too. But again, spread them out if you can. It always gives you more security in terms of if something were to happen. And then in terms of, I'll go into this in a little bit. All right, let's get into this because I think I'm 3 minutes in, I haven't shown you a single thing. All right, so you open your bot and you click on Yeezy, right? Super simple. All the information I'm gonna say now is gonna be down below, so don't worry about that. If you're running for the men's size, it is going to be this screw right here. All right, sizes, you already know the deal. If you want to run random, just click on random, and what's gonna happen is Phantom is gonna select a size at random for you, right? Straightforward. If you want to run a specific size like 6, do 6, and that's what's gonna be. If you want, let's say you want, babe size from 4 to 6, you could do 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6. Just like this, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna select a size within this range. All right, also make sure there's always gonna be a comma between sizes and there's no space. All right, no space in between each one. Quantity, this is how many different tasks you want to create. For this one, I'm just gonna say 1. Profile, super simple. Either choose the one profile you want to create a task for, or if you want to do for all your profile, just click on use all profiles. Proxy list, again, you have your different lists that you can use. So, again, if you have, let's say, proxy provider 1, proxy provider 2, proxy provider 3. You can separate them and create different ones for them. In terms of checkout mode, what we typically recommend is 90% advanced, 10% standards. All right. So if you're doing 10 tasks, do 9 for advanced, 1 for standard. That's what we recommend because honestly, advanced is what's going to kill it. This is the reason why we kill it. This is the reason why you're most likely going to cook. But again, nothing's perfect. So if something were to go wrong, you want to have some standard tasks as a backup just in case. All right. If you want to go 100% all advanced, it's just say, fuck it, I want to do standard. That's totally fine too. Again, it's whatever you want. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want to have a little safety, do 90-10, 90% advanced, 10% standard. If you just want to go crazy and you trust us completely, thank you, then I say go do advanced. All right. So for this one, I'm just going to do advanced. And let me do 10 tasks with all my profiles. Click here, click on create, and then I'm going to see all my tasks right here. All right. So here's about 50 tasks, and basically all my different sizes here. This is the screw for the men's size. YeezySupply, all my proxies, see all my different profiles right here, and that's really it. If you want to do kid size, honestly, it's just as simple as swapping out the screw code, right? And then for infants, same thing. Just gonna take this, replace it, and that's it. Super simple. Let me see. In terms of proxies, if you want to know where you go for that, it's up here on top. Click on proxies. Type in the name that you want to be. So I'm gonna name this proxy 6. Just gonna make something up. User pass. Right. So type. And typically what you do, for most proxy providers, you can just copy and paste the list that they give you, and just click on save, and boom, here it is. Yes, I skipped 4 and 5. I just realized that. Let's see. That's for your proxies. Profiles, again, straightforward. This is where you kind of edit, add, delete your profiles. When you run your task, this is where you're gonna want to kind of chill out at. This is gonna tell you how many you carded, right? So how many add to carts you already did, and the most important number is this: how many you checked out. And once you do that, it's gonna have all your information right here, right? YeezySupply, what you got, what size, which profile you use, which proxies, and also your order number. All right. And let me think. I think that is really it. All right. Like I said, super simple. And just to recap, all the screw numbers is down below. All right. In terms of cookies, you don't need cookies. You're good to go. We're gonna provide that for you on the back end. In terms of mode, again, we recommend 90% advanced, 10% standard. If you want to go crazy, just go 100% advanced. That's totally fine too. In terms of cookies, you can also generate some as a backup with the extension if you already have it. If you don't have it, ignore it because there's no way to get it anymore. Just because, basically for everything we do now is cookieless, so there's no point in having it. Again, start time, wait for us to tell you when to start. But if you're not in our Discord, if you don't know, typically you can start when the sale begins. That's when we recommend to start your sale. And then proxies, again, Datacenter and Residential are your best bet. I would always recommend kind of splitting it between the different proxy providers. Try not to put all your eggs in one basket, but hey, if you want to, more power to you. Not gonna fight you on that. But obviously, either put all your eggs in one basket if you want to, but spread them out if you want to have a little more safety. All right, that's it for now. That is the Yeezy 700 V3 Arzareth setup for Phantom. Super simple. Hope you guys like this. If you have any questions, drop in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them before the drop tomorrow. Again, it's dropping at 9 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific Time on YeezySupply. Alright guys, until then, I got my cookie in one hand, munching it as I talk along, and I will see you guys on Discord. Alright, peace out.